Now on Nightside, crime in Spokane. We'll show you the difference between perception and reality.
Get ready for a warmer than usual start to the new year. Plus, we'll show you when you could be getting some rain this weekend in your first alert forecast.
And Spokane's police chief is hanging up his belt for good. How he helped shape the department over his 29-year career. You're watching 4 News Now, Nightside. Thanks so much for staying up with us. I'm Derek Dice. There's been a lot of talk about the increase in property crimes over the year, but when we looked at statistics released by the Spokane Police Department, the numbers don't reflect that same narrative. As of last week, the total number of property crimes reported was just over 13,000. Still a high number, but a nearly 5% decrease from last year. But even though property crime may have gone down some, a lot of people say it's still an issue. It's important to note those numbers only reflect crimes that have been reported. Many people in the area said there's a lot of package theft in their neighborhoods as well, which is considered larceny. Those numbers have also decreased from 2022 to 2023. One woman said she's been a victim of both property and car theft. She says she's called police only to have them do nothing.
Over time, you get tired of reporting stuff that, really is there going to be an end result? You don't see anything, you don't hear any feedback, nothing from the police or crime check, saying that they followed up or anything.
While property crimes in Spokane have decreased, violent crimes in Spokane have actually increased over the year by nearly 8% to over 1,500 reported incidents in 2023.
I wanted to be a police officer ever since I was 4, and to have that dream fulfilled here in Spokane, ending at a level and a position I never ever thought I would achieve, it's just been such a huge blessing.
Tonight, a dream that was fulfilled for 29 years has finally come to an end. Police Chief Craig Meidel left the Spokane Police Station for the last time as its chief. Chief Meidel announced his resignation in November after serving the position for 7.5 years. His resignation announced shortly after Lisa Brown was elected mayor. Tonight, he's looking forward to the next chapter and reflecting back on his nearly 3 decades of service to the community. Meidel was appointed to the role during a tumultuous time for the police department. The previous chief, Frank Straub, had resigned amid sexual harassment allegations. Just 3 years before that, a Spokane police officer was sentenced for violating the civil rights of a suspect who was beaten to death. So there was a lot of instability within the department. But Meidel was someone who had been through the ranks of SPD. He knew the culture, and he says that helped him navigate the department during that difficult time and mold it into what it is today.
There was a lot of, felt like, turbulence with the department, and I think one of the benefits, probably one of the greatest benefits I had, was going through the ranks here, is knowing the department. So I feel like it really put me in a strong position to try to help navigate us through those times.
Chief Meidel places significant emphasis on connecting with the community and said his goal from the beginning was to be accessible to his staff and to community members. Yesterday, he was awarded the Distinguished Service Medal by SPD as a final thank you from the department. Well, we're not expecting snow anytime soon, but rain is likely before the calendar flips to the new year. Allison Martinez in for Chris Crocker with that first alert forecast.
That's right. We do have some rain on the way, but in the meantime, we're pretty dry here in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene tonight. 37 in Spokane and 37 in Coeur d'Alene as well. Here are 4 things to know for your evening and, more importantly, for your day tomorrow. We're expecting temperatures in the 40s, light winds for the next few days, and it's going to be a very mild end to the year. We are expecting some showers on Sunday. Here's a better look at our rain chances for the next couple of days. Tomorrow, just 10%. We could be seeing some sprinkles here and there, but nothing too significant to note. Sunday is where we're seeing the most activity. We're going to be seeing some rain starting in the morning, and then we'll dry out for the majority of the day, just in time for any plans that you have for New Year's Eve. And as we start the next week, we'll be pretty dry. We have some just very light rain chances there. Here are our lows tonight throughout the region. Our normal low is 23 degrees. So as you can see, we are pretty significantly landing above this. 37 in Ritzville, 31 in Spokane, 33 in Coeur d'Alene, 38 in Pullman, and 41 in Lewiston. We're really above freezing for the majority of locations here. Now, here is your day planner for tomorrow. Any activities you have going on, we have a very mild, comfortable day. Sunday. Temperatures in the 30s in the morning, 39 midday, and 40 by the afternoon. You should be expecting some sun peeking through those clouds until the evening. That's when we have a very slight chance of rain creeping in, getting ready for Sunday. Now here's a look at your 4-day forecast. Speaking of Sunday, New Year's Eve, going to be mild temperatures in these next few days, starting in the 40s. Sunday, like we said, some chances of rain in the morning and potentially throughout the day, but most importantly or most significantly in the morning. And then we'll dry up by Monday with a high of 39 degrees. Derek?
I'm afraid he's going to kill me. That was one of the last messages Janelle Martinson sent before she died, according to court documents. Investigators believe she may have been killed by her ex-boyfriend, Colton Russell. According to a search warrant, friends and family said the relationship was riddled with violence. There was an incident in 2021 where Russell drove Martinson to a rural area in Spokane County, beat her badly, then left her there. She was taken home by a stranger who found her. On November 18th, Martinson told her roommate she and Colton were going camping. Early the next morning, she sent out these 3 text messages to 3 different people, pleading to be picked up. After that, she was never seen or heard from again. Over the next few days, Martinson's friends questioned Russell on her disappearance. Investigators say he changed his story several times, saying he had last seen her with different people. Investigators eventually searched Russell's apartment, where they found blood on a sponge and a blood-like substance on large sections of the carpet and the walls that had been cleaned. Then on December 8th, Russell's body was found, along with the body of 23-year-old Kiara Morgan Whelan. According to court documents, they were killed by Brandon Kenny. Kenny told police he did it because he was actually scared of Russell, who confessed to killing Martinson, then forced him to help move her body. Kenny is currently in jail for the murders of Russell and Morgan Whelan. Now, this is an extremely complicated case. You can see our full coverage, including how Russell may have transported Martinson's body and how his mother became involved, on KXLY.com. The side of the off-campus home where 4 University of Idaho students were murdered is now an empty lot. The families of the students killed have contradicting opinions on whether or not the house should have been torn down before a trial. School officials say tearing down the house was necessary for closure, but the families of 2 of the victims, Kaylee Gonsalves and Xana Kernodle, disagree with the university's decision, insisting the house was still a key piece of evidence.
We just didn't feel that it was the best decision for the children. With that many people inside that house, there was more evidence there than they probably knew what to do with.
But not everyone argued against the demolition. The family of 20-year-old Ethan Chapin, also killed in the house, saying in a statement, "We're supportive of the decision to take down the King Street house for the good of the university, its students, including our own kids, and the community of Moscow." The university says for now, the land where the house once stood will remain a vacant lot. It plans to build a healing garden for the 4 students killed and for other students who have died. It'll be on campus, but not at the King Road site. Meanwhile, a trial date has still not been set for suspect Brian Koberger. If convicted, Koberger faces the death penalty, which could be death by firing squad per Idaho state law. We'll keep you updated on a potential trial date. All right, Gonzaga finished up their non-conference slate against San Diego State tonight. The Zags were in desperate need of a win to boost their NCAA tournament resume, but the Aztecs had other plans. Sports director Julian Minnesone was at the game, and Julian, the Zags got all they could handle from SDSU.
Yeah, San Diego State showed why it went to the national championship game last season. It seemed like every time Gonzaga made a push, the Aztecs, well, they had an answer. A win for Gonzaga would be its best of the season. Final minute of the first half is where we're going to pick this one up. Gonzaga leading by 1, but Elijah Sanders scores underneath for the Aztecs, and the Bulldogs trailed at halftime. San Diego State led by as many as 15 points in the second half, but GU didn't quit. Graham E.K. finished with 20 points and 10 rebounds. That brings it to within 5, but once again, San Diego State had the answer. Reese Waters steps up and says, "Give me all 3 of these." Waters had a game-high 22 points. San Diego State walks out of the kennel with a win, 84-74. It's Gonzaga's first non-conference home loss since 2015 when they dropped one to UCLA. The Zags ended up going to the Sweet 16 as an 11 seed that season, so keep that in mind. Coming up later in sports, we will hear from head coach Mark Few about tonight's loss and how the Bulldogs plan to clean things up before league play begins next week.
All right, Julian, thanks so much. Well, local businesses are banding together with the goal of giving out 2,000 bags of clothing to the homeless. How you can help. Plus, why the place you work is a vital part of your mental health and how employers can help reduce risk of suicide among their workers.
Plus, we have some wet weather on the way. We'll let you know whether this will affect your New Year's Eve plans coming up on 4 News Now.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV. KXLY, celebrating 70 years on the air.
It's back. 4 big days, January 25th to the 28th at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. New dealers, new boats, new floor layout. Go to SpokaneBoatShow.com.
The holidays inspire us all to connect. With family, with friends, no matter what the road throws at you. So find the connection you're looking for this winter in a new SUV with standard all-wheel drive during the Mazda Season of Inspiration sales event.
Right now at Foothills Mazda, get 0% financing for 5 years and 0 down payment with approved credit on the all-wheel drive Mazda CX-5. Shop now at SpokaneMazda.com.
We are here in Israel, a nation at war, the worst attack in 50 years. Israel waging a fierce bombardment of Gaza.
When it matters most, America turns to David Muir and ABC's World News Tonight.
I was only planning to jingle some of the way tonight, but now I think I might be jingling all the way for you.
It's never too early for late night cheer.
How satisfied are you with your visit with us?
I'm not satisfied.
Jimmy Kimmel Live, weeknights on ABC.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CRV. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Boats of all types and sizes, heavy metal and smaller fishing boats, open bow, high-performance ski and wakeboard boats, pontoons, and personal watercraft. Learn more at SpokaneBoatShow.com.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Brainstorm at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. Here is a look out at Newman Lake earlier today. Some prescribed burns yesterday led to a cloud of smoke out on the lake. Some people living near the lake say it was so bad they thought there was a wildfire nearby. But actually, it was a family that was conducting an authorized prescribed burn on Muzzy Road. Originally, they had all of their paperwork in order and everything was approved. But on the day of the burn, there was an inversion, causing smoke to stay low to the ground. Something one Newman Lake man hopes won't reoccur throughout the winter.
And I know that there's temperature inversions here in the wintertime, and with the weather pattern we're in, I was hopefully this is not all winter long, because the smoke is bad here in the summertime.
The Spokane Regional Clean Air Agency said it shouldn't get too concentrated. There just wasn't enough wind to move that smoke out.
We are taking a look at the weather conditions you can expect this upcoming weekend, but we're getting started with tonight. We have a low of 31 degrees. It's going to be cloudy, and we do have some light winds, and those light winds will stay for tomorrow as well, just 5 to 10 miles per hour. We will have a high of 41 degrees. It's going to be partly cloudy. Our normal high for this time of year is 33 degrees, so that's quite a significant jump there. Here, we do have some patches of fog that will go into place a little bit later tonight. Nothing that really will affect visibility here in Spokane. We do have a dense fog advisory over in Tri-City, so if you are traveling or passing through that area for the New Year's weekend, that's something that you'll want to keep an eye on. Now, another thing that we're tracking is our chances of wet weather for this weekend. Saturday, we're looking at just 10%, nothing too significant to note here. Though Sunday, this is when you'll have to break out the umbrellas, the hoods. We have a 50% chance of rain. This will be most significant 22nd in the morning, that's when we'll be seeing the most rainfall. But as we move throughout the day, it's going to be pretty dry. So this will be perfect timing for any New Year's Eve night plans that you have. And New Year's Day, just a 20% chance, just some sprinkles there. And this will continue for the rest of next week. Now, here's a better look at our forecast radar to let you know what exactly to expect and when. Here's Saturday at 2 p.m. You can see we do have a little bit of rain activity throughout our region from up through Deer Park into Coeur d'Alene, Spokane, and further down as well. Though this will dry up pretty quickly here. Then it will be most concentrated up north towards Sandpoint and Bonners Ferry. And then we're going to be pretty dry pretty consistently until Sunday morning around 8 a.m. This is when we'll see activity return once again, a little bit more of a mix up north towards Deer Park. And as we approach 9 o'clock at night on Sunday, that's when you might be watching the fireworks from Riverfront Park. We're looking to be completely dry, so that's a good news there. And then as we take a look at our lows, we're in the 30s, and tomorrow we'll jump up to temperatures in the 40s. Going to be very mild here, and this is well significant above our average for this time of year. Like I said, 33 degrees, and looking at our planning forecasts, we're going to be in the 40s, rain Sunday, and then we'll dry up for temperatures in the upper 30s for the rest of the week.
All right, Allison, thank you so much. Local businesses are asking for your help to collect unwanted clothes for less fortunate people. Antonio Holder, the owner of Pro Mobile Auto Detail, says volunteers were able to give out more than 400 bags of clothes for homeless people last year. But with more support from businesses, this year's goal is to give out 2,000 bags.
Especially now that the weather's getting cold again, I think we're going to bring a ton of value to the people that need it the most. Our main goal here is to put clothes on as many people as possible's backs. And as you know, with everything going downtown, I think it's very needed right now.
People can drop off their donations at 13 locations starting on January 7th, which is next Sunday. Each donor will be given a chance to win prizes. You can find more information by going to our website, KXLY.com. If you're looking for a new job in the new year, the Mystique Hotel in Chewelah is looking to hire. The hotel is getting ready to have customers early next year, so it's hosting a job fair to meet with potential job candidates for customer service.
Anytime that we can grow our employment numbers for the Spokane tribe and our neighbors, that's always a positive, good thing for all of us. And bringing economic development to the region, that's always a good thing as well.
The hotel is looking to hire for more than 30 jobs with a few more seasonal jobs. So bring your resume next Thursday from 12 to 3 p.m. You can find job descriptions on our website, KXLY.com. New on Nightside, there are many factors that can affect your mental health, and one of them is where you work. Recent research is showing employers can play a vital role in suicide prevention. According to the CDC, workplace factors that contribute to the risk of suicide include low job security, low pay, job stress, and workplace bullying. Those who work long hours or shift work, like construction workers, law enforcement officers, veterinarians, and healthcare workers, are more at risk, especially if they work with medications and firearms. Research shows limiting access to these items, providing peer support, and increasing access to mental health services while reducing stigmas associated with getting help can all help keep employees safe. Now, if you're experiencing suicidal, substance use, or mental health crises, please call or text 988. Trained crisis counselors are available for free 24 hours a day. All right, making New Year's resolutions is a common tradition, but sticking to them is a little more rare. Some solid strategies for achieving your goals in 2024 next on Nightside.
Later tonight on Nightline, Britney Spears, in her own words, heartbreak, trials, and finally telling her side of that very public breakup with Justin Timberlake. Plus, celebrating 60 years of the beloved soap opera, General Hospital.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Your whole health is more than what you find at the doctor's office, because it's all around you. The food you eat, what makes you happy, and what keeps you up at night. The place you call home. It's why we created a health insurance company that considers so much more. WellPoint, your whole health is our whole point.
Do more together this holiday.
Do more in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Blazer models. Or use your Red Tag bonus cash to get $1,500 total cash allowance on this Blazer.
See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
When moderate to severe ulcerative colitis persists, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
When UC got unpredictable, I got rapid symptom relief with Rinvoq. Check.
When UC held me back, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
And when UC got the upper hand,
Rinvoq helped visibly repair the colon lining. Check. Rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission, and a chance to visibly repair the colon lining. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occur. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Put UC in check and keep it there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie could help you save.
4 News Now is brought to you by Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical.
All right, welcome back to Nightside. Do you leave your Christmas decorations up until the new year? It's an age-old debate, especially online. Leave them up too long and you could be called lazy, but take them down too fast and, well, you're a Grinch. Either way, Spokane is picking up Christmas trees from the curb in the new year. Starting on January 2nd, you can leave those fresh trees on your curb for pickup day. But remember, next week's pickup will be one day late again because of the New Year's Day holiday. Trees will be collected from the 2nd until the 12th. All right, and it's time to think about New Year's resolutions. If you've been known to quickly give up on goals, there are strategies to help you stay on track. Psychiatrist Dr. Dion Metzger says you're more likely to achieve your resolution if you don't overshoot what you can accomplish. So keep it simple and focus on just one goal.
I got my new organizer. I got my treadmill. Okay, life is going to change completely. And that's just not reality. So if you are a person who was not active and now you have a New Year's resolution to run 4 days a week, that's not attainable. How about we walk 2 days a week?
Once you set your resolution, Dr. Metzger also says prepare for potential obstacles like not making the progress you want. Another way to help is by teaming up with a friend. And if you feel ready to give up, remember, it is not all or nothing.
Don't give up just yet. Don't be discouraged. What I want them to do is actually reflect back. You kind of look at it through a different lens where you realize, okay, you know what? I am making a positive change, even though it's not exactly what I thought, but it is a positive change.
Data from the National Safety Council shows this time of year is one of the most dangerous times of the year on the road. This New Year's, it predicts 375 people may die over the holiday, expecting impaired driving to be a major factor in those deaths. Now, to protect you and other drivers this holiday, the Safety Council reminds you to buckle up, have a sober ride home, don't text and drive, and stay extra alert at the wheel throughout the weekend. There's a surge of flu cases and hospitalizations across the U.S. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says flu activity is high or very high in 2/3 of the country, including in both Washington and Idaho. The CDC estimates more than 4,500 people have already died from the flu this season. If you get sick, see a doctor to get a prescription antiviral, especially if you're a patient at high risk. A consumer alert for you tonight. These BlendJet 2 portable blenders are being recalled for overheating and catching fire and for the blades breaking off, creating a laceration hazard. They were sold at Costco, Walmart, and Target from 2020 through November of this year. You should stop using them and contact the company to receive a free replacement base. And Walmart is recalling these magnetic metal balls that were included in a science kit over concerns they could cause lethal injuries to small children. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission warns these magnets are small enough to be swallowed and cause potentially life-threatening injuries. It says they should be taken away from children immediately. Well, Washington State was looking to open up Pac-12 play with a win, but the Cougars ran into the red-hot Utah Utes. Highlights from WSU's first conference game of the season, next in sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Spokane Wedding Expo is January 6th. For tickets, visit SpokaneWeddingExpo.com.
3, 2, 1.
New Year's Rockin' Eve is popping off
live with epic performances by Cardi B, Jelly Roll, LL Cool J featuring DJ Z-Trip, Megan Thee Stallion, New Jeans, Post Malone, and more. Ryan Seacrest with co-host Rita Ora, Jeannie Ma, and Dayanara Torres.
It's the biggest party of the year.
Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest, live on ABC.
I'll save it for next year.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Schedule your comprehensive eye exam at shopko.com or bring in your outside prescription.
It's the Planet Fitness You Can Still Join a Gym in 2023 sale. Join the judgment-free zone and get equipment for every workout for just $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime, and pay nothing until January 17th. Hurry! Deal ends Friday, December 29th.
Swipe.
Mike, glad to see you.
The black truck. Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzz and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Time is running out. Shopko Optical can help maximize your vision benefits and FSA dollars before they expire. Get a comprehensive eye exam and discover your new style. Call Shopko Optical or visit shopko.com to schedule your exam.
Well, the last time Gonzaga lost a non-conference game at home, Barack Obama was president. So it's been a minute, 2015 to be exact. San Diego State came into the kennel tonight wanting to end that streak. One thing is for certain, the Aztecs were not scared. Gonzaga was in desperate need of a win to boost its NCAA tournament resume. The Zags were a projected 6th seed heading into tonight. Ryan Emhard finds Anton Watson for the lay-in. Gonzaga led by as many as 8 points in the first half. But San Diego State hung around. Elijah Sanders scores underneath to give the Aztecs a 1-point lead at halftime. After the break, the Aztecs punched the Zags in the mouth off the EK miss. San Diego State off and running. Miles Bird takes it himself. Gonzaga trails by 15 at this point. The Bulldogs fought hard to get back into the game. Gonzaga forces the turnover. Nemhard hits the long 2. That cuts the deficit to 4. But San Diego State withstood every single run the Bulldogs made. Reese Waters off the screen, pulls up. Yeah, that's silky. Gonzaga falls at home 84-74. It's Gonzaga's first double-digit loss at home in more than a decade. The Bulldogs end their non-conference slate without a quality win.
I thought we fought and hung in there and battled and played with great spirit, but we didn't play smart enough, during this whole game.
We can't hold our heads down just because we lost a couple games. It's a long season, and yeah, we're going to continue to work.
Well, Gonzaga opens up conference play against Pepperdine next Thursday at Spokane Arena. Washington State men's hoops opening up Pac-12 play against Utah. Cougs forced the turnover here in the first half. Isaac Jones skies up and slams it down to give WSU its first lead late in the first half. But Utah answered right back. Kebakeda underneath, and the big fella slams it down. It was back and forth pretty much in the first half. WSU trailed by 2 points at the break. So we're going to pick it up there in the second half. It's going to be WSU showing off the ball movement. Kamani Winsu with the behind-the-back pass to Ruben Chinyelu. So nice. We're going to have to see that one twice. The dime by Winsu, and then shows off the goggles saying, yeah, I saw you, big fella. Utah ran away with it, though, after that. Gabe Madsen dials it up from 3. Knocks it down. Cougs drop their Pac-12 opener 80-58. WSU will play an even tougher test when they take on Colorado on the road on Sunday. Tip-off for that one's at 11 a.m. And the Seattle Seahawks return to action against the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday. Sea Bowl hopes alive. They need to win this weekend. Seattle is holding only one stat that matters during this time of the year.
The only stat that matters is a win. I don't think any of those stats really matter if you don't win. But obviously, you're a big part of our offense. So as long as we win, I could care less about how the numbers look.
And kickoff is just after 1 o'clock on Sunday. It's Seattle's final home game of the season. After this one, the Seahawks will end the regular season on the road against the Arizona Cardinals, and that's next week. So they control their own destiny. That's kind of where you want to be, given that the losing streak that they had earlier this season didn't look good, but hey, we're here.
Well, and the Steelers have kind of been really up and down too, right? More down than up lately, so hopefully Seahawks can keep those playoff hopes alive. Julian, thank you so much. All right, new on Nightside. The countdown is on for hockey history to be made in Seattle. A massive transformation is taking place at T-Mobile Park this week. It's becoming the perfect venue for the National Hockey League's 2024 Winter Classic, where the Kraken will take on the Vegas Golden Knights on Monday. And it's not just fans who are excited, it's the players too.
I think the whole event itself, you get a chance to, your family comes in on New Year's, and then for me, I got 2 kids, and bring them on the ice. It's kind of just a special moment, breaks up the season a little bit.
Now, what used to be the Mariners infield is now home to the main rink. The 2 teams will face off on New Year's Day at noon. Can't wait to see it. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Roundup's like an accidental savings account.
But how much can you really save?
Yeah, I mean, whoa.
The holidays inspire us all to connect. With family, with friends, no matter what the road throws at you. So find the connection you're looking for this winter in a new SUV with standard all-wheel drive during the Mazda Season of Inspiration sales event.
Right now at Foothills Mazda, get 0% financing for 5 years and 0 down payment with approved credit on the all-wheel drive Mazda CX-5. Shop now at SpokaneMazda.com.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms, with my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay, and I was done settling.
If you still have symptoms after a TNF blocker like Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq is different and may help. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can rapidly relieve joint pain, stiffness, and swelling in RA and PSA, relieve fatigue for some, and stop joint damage. And in PSA, can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin, heart attack, stroke, and GI tears occurred. People 50 and older with a heart disease risk factor have an increased risk of death. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Done settling?
Ask your rheumatologist for Rinvoq.
Then take back what's yours.
AbbVie could help you save.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
As we take a look at our planning forecast, you can see we're starting off the weekend with temperatures in the 40s. New Year's Eve, we could be seeing some rain, though hopefully will dry out by the night. And then we're starting the new year dry with temperatures in the upper 30s for the next couple of days. It's going to be a very mild end to the year and beginning of 2024.
So, Allison, though, if people are going to be out and about, like say they're going out for the fireworks in Riverfront Park on Sunday night, I mean, a little drizzle, or are we talking like a drencher?
We're looking pretty dry. We could be seeing some sprinkles, but nothing really significant that will affect your plans. So hopefully, fingers crossed.
Okay, there you have it. Thanks for being with us here on Nightside. Everybody have a great weekend. And if we don't see you sooner, a Happy New Year.